Rome was changing fast. After years of political war, a brutal dictator had risen to power, Lucius Cornelius Sulla. He was feared, powerful, and determined to crush anyone who stood in his way. One of his first targets, Julius Caesar. At just 18 years old, Caesar had married Cornelia, the daughter of Sulla's enemy. Sulla didn't like it. He ordered Caesar to divorce her or face the consequences. Caesar refused. He stood up to the most dangerous man in Rome, risking everything. Sulla stripped him of his title and inheritance. Caesar became an enemy of the state. So he fled the city, hiding, starving, surviving in the shadows. But Caesar didn't break. While in exile, he trained as a soldier, becoming a fierce and skilled warrior. He fought in battles, won respect, and showed courage beyond his years. Even Sulla, hearing tales of Caesar's growing fame, warned, "That boy holds many Mariuses," meaning he saw many future revolutions in Caesar. Eventually, friends convinced Sulla to pardon him. Caesar returned to Rome, alive, wiser, and hungrier for power. The boy who wants to fight a tyrant was becoming a man who could challenge empires. The first step to world domination is checking out our new series. It's the story of one man's rise to power in ancient Rome. But it's not what you think. See, we all know the legend of Julius Caesar. He's the man history remembers as the most powerful Roman who ever lived. But what if I told you there's more to the story? What if I told you about the man who made Caesar who he was? His name was Marius, and this is the story of how he became the architect of an empire. Marius was born into poverty. He was a nobody in a city of millions. But when war broke out in Rome, he saw an opportunity. He joined the army and rose through the ranks faster than anyone could believe. Because Marius wasn't just any soldier. He was a brilliant tactician. He led his men to victory after victory, conquering entire nations. The people of Rome loved him. They cheered his name and celebrated his victories. But behind the scenes, something else was happening. While Marius was busy conquering the known world, Rome was changing. The Republic was in decline, and a new government was rising. It was led by a group of elite politicians who controlled the city with an iron fist. They were the most powerful people in Rome, and they didn't like outsiders. They wanted to keep the government in their hands forever. But Marius had other plans. He wanted to be the first person to hold real power in Rome, to become the first emperor. That meant taking on the most powerful families in Rome, the ones who had held the Republic together for centuries, and it meant starting a civil war. Now, before we get to the action, we need to meet some characters. There's Gaius Marius, the legendary general. We already met him. Then there's Lucius Cornelius Sulla. He is the dictator of Rome, a brutal military leader who will stop at nothing to hold on to power. And then there's Julius Caesar, the young politician who will change the course of Roman history. He's just a small part of this story. But trust me, he's gonna make you remember this series. These three men are about to change Rome forever. But which side will you choose? Team Marius or Team Sulla? Let us know in the comments. The series starts today.